Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Dream back with another trucking video for you guys today. And on today's video, I'm just gonna update you guys on what happened after the truck shut down on me. And when I say I am very unlucky when it comes to trucking, I mean it, because there has just been a lot of things that go wrong, and just one after another. And there's a saying, I forgot exactly how it goes, but it's like, if there's something that can go wrong, it will go wrong. I forgot the exact name of that, but yeah. So in this video, I'm gonna update you guys, let you guys know that it took 3 loaner trucks to actually get me back on the road, and just a lot of issues. Even the truck they gave me and I kept, yeah, that one's giving me issues also. And then today I am finally back on the road after a couple days of being home for home time. And when I wanted to start driving, I turned on the truck only to find out that it wouldn't turn on. So yeah, let me pass this Warner truck. I'm in California, so that I could only go 55. That's why you're probably seeing a lot more semi trucks passing me by. But yeah, California, what can you do, right? I'm trying to get out of here already. But let me bring you guys back to what happened. Okay, so for those of you that haven't watched that last video, basically the brand new truck that I had, 2024, turned off on me on the highway. And after finally being able to turn it on, I drove to the closest Ryder shop, and they were looking at it, you know, several hours, whatever. And on the second day of being there, because I went there like it was late afternoon or whatever, and basically the first truck that they ordered for me as a loaner, like while they fixed the 2024, it was a manual transmission. Of course, I don't drive a manual transmission. I have an automatic restriction. Thank you, CR England. But yeah, so of course I let them know that information, because obviously that's important, before they ordered any kinds of trucks. And then they ended up ordering another truck. Keep in mind, all this time, there's always like hours going by, you know, from the first rental they got me to the second loaner truck they got me. The second loaner truck gets there, right? They tow it, and we do an inspection. I turn it on and everything, and it has 3 warning lights: ABS, stability control, and then low air pressure. Of course, I take it inside the shop, they look at it, they connect the computer to the system, yada, yada, yada. They can't fix that either, you know? And at this point, I'm really irritated, because literally, I've been there. This is going to be the second day wasted completely. I'm not driving, I'm not making money, and I don't know how long I'm going to keep being at this shop, you know? And I'm thinking of the worst, but the problem is, I'm in Virginia at this point, right? I'm too far from California to quit, and just all these bad thoughts are going through my head. Like, man, these, let me slow down. These checks are going to look low, and oh man, is it worth it? You know, being on the road for this long, having these issues all the time, and yeah, right? All these bad thoughts going through my head. They're like, hey, we're gonna get you another loaner truck. Just give us a couple hours. And when I say a couple hours, it was a lot. You know, they finally get me this other truck, and it's a 2019 intermodal, or yeah, I mean, international. And I'm kind of iffy about it, because I'm paying like a lease rental program, whatever. So I'm paying a certain amount every single week, right? And imagine paying almost $1,000 a week for a 2024 truck, and then paying that same price for a 2019 425,000 mile truck. You know, that who knows what kind of issues it had. And I wasn't that excited, but I'm like, if it runs, I gotta deliver this load to Texas. I don't care, just get me out of here, right? So I turn it on, there's no lights in the dash. I connect to my loaded trailer, and I start driving. As soon as I pull into the on-way ramp, as soon as I'm maybe 48 to 50 miles per hour, the truck is just shaking like crazy. the truck, and the steering wheel's just like literally shaking like crazy. I'm even more irritated because I'm like, what is going on with the truck? Don't tell me I'm gonna have to, take it to the shop, yada yada yada. So I let dispatch know. Oh shoot, my headset died. Hopefully the audio isn't that bad or it isn't worse now. But I let dispatch know. They're like, oh, you gotta drop it off, or you have to go to a TA. They might have to do a realignment or this or that, whatever. And yeah, I still haven't taken it there because I wanted to deliver the load without any more issues. And maybe the next day or 2 days later, I ended up dropping off the load right under Dallas, Texas. And but thankfully there was a Love's maybe like 3 miles away from the customer, so I stopped right there, and so I got another load waiting. And keep in mind, at this point, I'm waiting for loads going west because I have home time on Friday. I believe this was Sunday when I delivered that load, just for reference. And I wasn't getting any loads, like anywhere. And 3 days go by, literally. Every day, keep in mind, I'm not just sitting there waiting like an idiot, I kind of was. But of course, I would always constantly message, call dispatch, like, hey, you have any loads to California? I don't care if they're to like Arizona, New Mexico, this or that, just something getting me rolling, heading west, because I have home time on Friday. And keep in mind also, I let these guys know like way in advance, like over like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, that like I would like home time by this time, and they agreed to it, so everything was fine. It's just getting the loads around that time frame. But yeah, I wasted 3 days, and within those 3 days I had to go to a shop. I bought an inverter because this replacement truck didn't have an inverter. Had to get it installed and all that stuff. And yeah, so after those 3 days, keep in mind, I was really irritated because 2 full days gone completely because I was at the shop, couldn't drive, couldn't do anything. And then maybe like a day or 2 later, I got stuck at the truck stop for 3 days waiting for a load. That's 5 days where I'm not driving, I'm not making money, and that's going to be reflecting on my pay in like 2 weeks from now, which I am not excited about. And yeah, that got me thinking more of like quitting and this and that, and I'm trying my best. Like, trust me guys, I am trying my best not to quit. I don't want to put that like as an example for you, for the new guys going into this industry and stuff like that. Yes, as a truck driver, you're going to have like obstacles along the way, more than you'd like. But you just got to go through with it, And I don't know, the first week, my first check was pretty normal, pretty good. It was, I told you guys, right? It was like $2,500 after the deduction, like fuel, truck payment, insurance. My second pay was probably half of that. Yeah. And I don't know if I could keep living off of half of that, I got other bills other than, like the trucking related bills. I have like my car payment, rent, I have insurance, I have all these things. I have a baby, and yeah, even though she's not just like formula fed, formula gets expensive, diaper, all that stuff, you guys probably know, but I'm pushing through it. So after that, those 3 days, I finally get a load going to Ontario, California, which is perfect because I live like 10 minutes away from Ontario, California. And I start driving, go down to San Antonio, Texas, pick up the load, start driving all the way to Ontario. I arrived to this customer almost at midnight on Thursday night, right? Maybe like 11:30 p.m. on Thursday, which was perfect because my home time was the next day, which I made it work, right? Driving a little more than, but I made it work. And this load was supposed to only be dropping it, and that's it, no empty. I'm supposed to pop to out of there. I let dispatch know that I have parking at my house for a tractor only, no trailer. And of course, they're like, okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever, you can take it home, yada yada yada. And once I dropped it off, I sent my dispatch paperwork and the pictures and everything, and they're like, oh, what kind of empty did you get? I'm like, what empty? I'm not supposed to pick up an empty. And they're going back and forth with me saying like, oh, the broker said that like, oh, you need to bring back an empty all the way to San Antonio, Texas. No, that is not happening. I told them like straight up, like, so you're telling me there's no empty UPS trailers here, right? I mean, there's no empty UPS trailers in San Antonio, Texas that you need one from Ontario, California. That makes no sense. And they're like, oh, you know what? We'll talk about this tomorrow. And I'm like, I didn't tell them, but I'm like, no, we're not. Tomorrow's my home time. I'm not driving. I'm not doing anything. I got approved for home time. I'm not working. And yeah, I parked the car in my driveway, and I unloaded like most of everything, you know, like my clothes and stuff. And next morning, they start calling me, texting me, like that we have loads available. I didn't answer. I didn't answer Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Completely ghosted them, even though they were calling a couple times throughout those days. But they should understand, you know, there's a balance, work and like home balance. You know, you can't be working for 3-4 weeks out on the road and expect to only be home for 1 day. That makes no sense. So yeah, I ignored them for those 3 days. And Monday, which is today, I messaged them. I'm like, hey, I'm ready to drive. Do you guys have any loads for me? And a couple minutes later, they're like, oh yeah, we got this load in going to Tennessee, and it's like under 2,000 miles, and the gross is $4,000, which comes out to just barely over $2 a mile. I'm like, whatever. I want to get on the road. I want to start driving. I want to make money. And I go to the truck, finish loading like my sandwiches, like my ham and stuff like that, and I turn on the truck, and it doesn't turn on. And oh my god, I am irritated. I didn't think, maybe it's me being dumb, but I didn't think the inverter would drain it like it did. I mean, it would still like turn on the accessories and everything, the lights and everything, but it only had 11.1 volts or something like that. And yeah, so it wouldn't start. And man, the bad thing is that like right next to the seat, it doesn't have that switch that I'm used to with like the Freightliners when I was at CR England. But yeah, and it's weird because I had the fridge off because I ended up going to Sam's Club buying a different fridge. But yeah, now at least I know. But they ended up calling roadside. They jump started it, whatever. And yeah, I ended up picking up the load. I am right now on the freeway going to Tennessee. Obviously, I'm not going to make it. I'm probably going to stop somewhere maybe like around Flagstaff, because I don't know why it's telling me to go to like Phoenix and then up to Flagstaff and then from there just like straight east or something like that. But yeah, I got to fuel up too. I have half a tank of fuel, so I'm probably going to stop like by Buckeye or I don't know, or Blythe. I don't know. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. Oh shit, there's a sheriff. I'm going 68. Oh shit, I am an idiot. So let me slow down real quick. But yeah, wanted to update you guys and not get a ticket again. So I'll end this video right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.